Michelle says Trump's America is lost right now, Kid Rock makes her regret it. Michelle Obama made a surprise stop in the Motor City, Detroit. The former First Lady has been using her book tour to take swipes at President Donald Trump, and that's exactly what she did at Detroit's Little Caesars Arena Tuesday night. Comparing Trump's presidency to her husband's, she said, "America's just a little lost right now." Well, Kid Rock made her regret it. You'll love this. Michelle Obama decided to make a surprise visit to a few venues in Detroit. The Democrats have had a total lockdown on the state of Michigan since the 1950s. If you want to see Democratic policies in action over years and years, look at the Motor City, Detroit. So, maybe that's why the former First Lady felt she'd be received with open arms. And, of course, she was, for the most part. The mainstream media can't get enough of the 54-year-old former First Lady's book tour, and they report on it like Michelle is the new Mother Teresa. Find out more greater than. For the women who showed up at Little Caesars Arena on Tuesday night, seeing Michelle Obama was like meeting up with their super smart best friend who just happens to be the former First Lady of the United States, gushed the Detroit Free Press. They praised her intelligence, her poise, her grace, her style, her penchant for shopping at Target, her ability to live in the spotlight but remain down to earth. She was a regular person, she was relatable, said Jacqueline Coleman, who lives in Lansing and brought her sister to the event as a birthday gift. Donna Ford Brown, a 60-year-old Detroiter, is another deluded Obama fan who claims she relates to Michelle because she's us. No, Michelle Obama is part of the Washington, D.C. elite and got a whopping $65 million to write that fluff piece called Becoming. Instead of sticking to her soppy autobiography, the former First Lady made sure she took a swipe at Trump. Ms. Obama spoke about being the first African Americans in the White House. She laughed, saying, "We can't make mistakes. We can't get indicted." The pro-Obama Detroit Free Press reported the crowd roared with approval at the zing of the current president's administration. Then, Michelle compared Trump's presidency to her husband's, saying, "There is a difference in standards. We are seeing that right now. We live with double standards all the time." She added, "We're just a little lost right now." Well, there is one Detroiter who is not on board with Michelle Obama's assessment: Kid Rock. The rocker blames the Democrats and the Obamas for devastating his beloved hometown. Rolling Stone reports, the Michigan native who splits his time in Nashville, Tennessee, became politicized after Detroit filed for bankruptcy 4 years ago, which was thanks to the Democrats. Kid Rock decided since Obama's policies were devastating Detroit, he'd do something about it. That summer, in August 2013, CBS reported that Rock gave roughly $1 million to Detroit-based charities that included $250,000 for an interactive music lab at the Detroit Historical Museum, ended a strike by the Detroit Symphony, and funded a Made in Detroit endowed scholarship at Wayne State University. After Obama's first term as president, Kid Rock said, "I am very proud to say that we had elected our first black president. I'm sorry. I'm sorry he didn't do a better job. I really wish he would have. I do." The 47-year-old Detroit native is also a huge supporter of President Donald Trump. In fact, it was Kid Rock and another rocker from Michigan, Ted Nugent, who campaigned throughout the Democratic stronghold state. On election night, the Clinton campaign was speechless when Trump pulled off the win. Bitcoin price hits a new yearly low at $5,170. Want to make money as a programmer? Learn blockchain development. Leading VC investor dismissing crypto is like dismissing internet in 1993. As Obama left office, Michigan had been blighted. In March 2016, Investor Business Daily reported, Detroit last elected a Republican mayor in 1957. It is now the model of urban failure. It's recognized more for its poverty, crime, rot, and bankruptcy than the great cars that it turned out into the early 1970s. IBD added, it is the poorest big city in the nation, with almost 40% of the population living below the poverty line. That was in 2016. Now, just 2 short years later, things are turning around in Detroit, thanks to President Trump. Manufacturing jobs are coming back and unemployment is at record lows. So, how dare Michelle Obama take swipes at the president who is actually doing something for the Motor City? This is why Kid Rock left the Democratic Party. He saw Obama's policies bring his hometown to bankruptcy. It's why Kid Rock called out Joy Behar, too. Find out more greater than. People need to calm down, get a little less politically correct, and, I would say, love everybody. "Except, I'd say screw that Joy Behar BTCH, everybody but that," said the Detroit rocker. "Rock's too classy to call a former First Lady the B word. Kid Rock gives due respect to past presidents and First Ladies. But, he won't ever forgive what Michelle Obama's husband and his disastrous administration did to his beloved hometown of Detroit. When you know the truth, it's rather shocking Michelle would show her face there."